Tutorial teaches you basic game mechanics, Mechanicopedia, free missions. After completing them, you can work on your DNB sensor. Then learn the new modular engine and change engine types. Start tutorial, sure. Wait, was that an option? They don't have mouse control options. Hey, Mom. Camera sensitivity. Here we go. Oh, that's better. Open the Pie menu and select Garage Editor. Select Remove Garage Equipment. Garage Editor. Remove. Clear the lift area from trash. Add equipment, okay. Lift. This is interesting, so I can put the lift anywhere in the shop I want. Interesting. I don't know where all the tools are. Wait, everything is movable? What? Okay, so here's these. The rotator and balancer. It's like the repair bench. I don't know where the oil thing is. Oil drain. Oh, there's the shocks. Okay. We'll just start here. Add garage equipment. Computer. Yo, what's up, Sansi? Put the computer here. Decorations and tools. Oh. There's the oil thing. Yep, no, I get. Thank you. The ordered package will arrive in the morning. Use the bed to skip time. Can't sleep when under coffee boost or its cooldown. Oh, it won't let me change. Okay. I I do not like that sound. Getting in and out of the bed sounds like it is not comfortable. Sounds like you're peeling yourself off of leather. Ugh. Oh, look at that. Garage editor, add parts, this. I do like that you can just kind of like put stuff wherever you want now. Okay. Open the gates to add some light. What if I don't? Immediately disliked that. Phone orders. Okay. Here you can see the story-driven description of the problem. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to read this. Whoops. Jobs based mainly on a general problem report from the customer, often without clear or clearly pointed to the source. They require more focus diagnosing issues, finding their cause on your own. Used to that. Time-based jobs are a special type of job. If you complete them within the given time, you receive a bonus. If time's run out, the job is treated as a regular repair job. Okay. So it's just bonus. You're not punished if you don't meet the time. That's good. Completing such a job results in additional payout. Completing such a job grants additional experience. Okay. Whoop! I thought I was clicking on it to like select the job to look at it. I didn't realize clicking on it accepted the job. All right, car has been delivered to the office in the parking lot at the front. Approach it, open the pie menu, select the car status window. Car status. Brand, model, and year of the car. Information about whether the car is running is important if you want to move the car. A car that does not start can still be moved between main locations using the radio menu. Additionally, the value of a vehicle does not, if it does not start, drops drastically. Information about the paint of the vehicle, current color, factory color, and different things. Basic vehicle data, year, mileage, weight, drivetrain, and origin. Fuel is consumed while driving. Percentage value, 97%. The higher the configuration compliance, the higher the vehicle value. Some modifications reduce compatibility more than others. Interesting. The vehicle and wheels that originally came with this the engine and wheels that originally came with the vehicle, they are important to achieving the maximum value when selling. The overall condition of the vehicle's group parts provides a quick way to assess the vehicle's condition. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Engine information. Chart showing the power curve of the installed engine. Not something I'm really all that interested in. They're throwing so much information at you, it's crazy. There's so much more stuff to this, like, the car's, I don't know, job sheet? Total tuning value of all tuning parts. I don't know what the fuck that means. The total tuning value of tuning parts that are not the engine. Lists of engines that fit in the vehicle and can be installed. The currently installed engine is marked with a dot. Oh, I see. An engine family is a group of engines that use the same engine block. Engines within one family can differ significantly in drivetrain, type, power, and accessories. Changing the engine family requires removing the entire engine and sometimes also the exhaust system, cooling, and other engine components. Yeah, that makes sense. Engines within the same family use the same block. They differ in modules that can be modified without removing the entire engine. I wonder if the engine of the same family can use the same engine block. Feels like they've told me that more than 3 times now. You feel like the stuff about tuning and engine swapping should come later because it's something you, I wouldn't say rarely do at the beginning of the game. It's something that usually at the beginning of the game is not even possible. Because none of the missions will require it and you don't have enough money to do it. I guess in this game, since you can have an easy mode and turn on like infinite money at the beginning, you could do whatever you want. I'm assuming easy mode allows for infinite money at the beginning. Holy Christ. Okay, a list of parts that make up the vehicle. You can freely choose how it is displayed, including part filtering and sorting. Part condition is not always known. For example, if a part has not been inspected or replaced, missing parts are also properly described. I think this would be cool if if some of the parts in here were like questioned out, like this has question because it doesn't know what this is. Like I can guarantee you no mechanic knows every individual part of every car that could possibly come into their shop. So like maybe when you get a car, like obvious things like brakes and stuff like that, but like clip A's, you know, the different like I guess the model is dependent on the vehicle, but like there should be some parts that the person's just like, I don't know if that's there or not. I guess they could look it up. A mode that helps achieve maximum compliance with the original car configuration. It allows you to distinguish between original tuning and completely non-compliant parts. Repair with parts of minimum condition. The minimum part condition required to repair the car. I know that. Jobs come in several types: repair jobs and story jobs. They include additional XP and credit bonuses. You think some non-story missions come with increased performance by 6% orders? Not at the beginning of the game, they don't. At least they never have before. Like, I know in 2021, in the 21 version of the game, there were things like that. Like, you had to tune the engine to get better horsepower or torque or gas mileage. But that was like hours and hours and hours into the game before you got your first job for that. I'm pretty sure they're locked behind. Sometimes later, maybe it's changed with this one. I doubt it. They should be locked behind story missions. So you have to do X number of story missions before the free jobs, the random jobs, start including the complicated things. Or if a particular tool is required to complete a job, like the tuning, to tune the engine and stuff like that, to like unlock that section of your garage, you have to unlock that first before the jobs become available. Yeah, exactly. There should be a story-specific job where someone says, come in and tune up my engine. Yeah. The report contains a general description of the problem. Each issue may require replacing one or several parts. Some of them may overlap between different faults. You will receive additional payment for resolving each issue after completing the job. In the early stages of the game, the parts that need replaced are usually known. As the game progresses, more time must be spent to find the source of the problem. Okay, that's fine. This is a lot to throw at the player, man. I know a lot of this, it's just moved into different places and called something different. But like still, this is a lot of menus to read through right at the beginning. Each completed task increases the payment for finishing the job. An additional bonus is awarded for fixing all issues. You receive bonuses for solving all assigned problems, completing a job fully, so that also results in a higher profit. As you complete more jobs, you can increase the chance of getting jobs with XP and credit bonuses. Open the upgrade window, choose the appropriate upgrade, and meet the required conditions. Time of bonus jobs are a special type of job. If you complete them within the given time, you receive additional bonuses. If the time runs out, it's treated as a regular repair. Yeah, this is a Car Mechanic Sim 26 demo. When it is released, Lucid, it will have co-op by default. Bruh. Yeah, ships with co-op, let's go. And I think there were 5 save slots, so like, you can have your own single-player game and a separate multiplayer game going. And there's difficulties, like easy, medium, hard. This is gonna be dope. Job can be finished at any time. Story jobs cannot be completed before all problems are solved. Woof, dude. Alright, how do I get in the car? Okay. Open pie menu. Drive the car. Drive the car onto the lift. Jesus. Why are the RPMs so freaking loud already? I'm not racing. Okay. Close the door. Oh, don't rip the door off. Lift the car to its highest position. Oh, yeah. Can I look at the... It won't let me look at the thing. It wants to walk me through everything before I can actually look at the order myself. Approach the oil drain, move it. Oh. Move the oil drain. Okay. You do not need to add a battery to the shopping list. It can be repaired by charging it with a charger. Mark the parts and then add them to the shopping list. Marked parts are more visible in mechanic mode. The shopping list helps you buy the correct parts without mistakes. Man, marking parts was... Okay. Oil filter needs to be on the list. Spark plug, ignition wires, and coil. Okay. But the battery does not. I get it. Do we need to remove... Hello? With the battery. Probably go up. Oh. Approach the battery charger and charge the battery. Okay.
My food, my world, my hunger, my cattle, mine, my food.
Yo, what's up, Inox? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you for the raid. How's this game? So far so good. There's a lot of hand holding and everything right at the beginning. Not really complex, I don't think. I've played all the other ones, so it's just there's a lot of stuff's moved, and the game seems to think that you. I mean, I guess it makes sense. In the demo, they assume you haven't played any of the previous titles, so they're having to walk you through everything. Okay, switch the cart to the shopping list. What does that mean? Switch the cart to the shopping list. Go shopping. Oh. Duh. Okay. When you're out of the tutorial, it flows much better. I'm sure. A real man game? What was INX playing? Select a part by choosing it from the list. Switch to the found part and add it to the cart. Oh, this is a hell of a lot easier than it used to be. Final Fantasy 15? Cappy,
Yeah.
is Final Fantasy 15 a real man's game?
4 times. Does that make me a whole man? Probably more like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, you played it. You put in like over 1,000 hours into 15.
But I played
Okay, but you probably put in like a few hundred hours into 15. I haven't played 15. I've only played 16. 16 was awesome.
15 became my comfort game. I love it.
Yeah. My wife likes it. Yeah, she loves it. Should you play 15? You should play 16. 16 was awesome.
But if you kind of ignore, if you can get over the issue.
What issues are in 15?
Like, or move a chapter forward. Okay, you don't get experience as you fight all the things. And a few chapters, depending on where you speak, have modified. Like, the campsite is ×1. The motel is like 1.5 times the experience. A hotel is like
2 times or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so you really want to save your experience until you get to a place that gives you a good multiplier.
It's called the experience available. I cut by a DLC. That's aware and
Not use your
not
experience
your
when you rest at a
experience
campsite?
to continue to save.
Okay.
That's what's main.
15 throws you right in, so you have to do some research on the pre-context. You do have issues with the pacing of the storytelling at the beginning. That's fair. You played 7 through 14. Well, there is the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster that has 1 through 6. They're all good. I've played all of them. 1, 4, and 6 are the best ones, but 2, 3, and 5 are also good. I haven't played 7, 8, or 9. I have played 10 and 12 and 16. '16 is amazing. If you love Final Fantasy and you haven't played 16, bruh. 16 is awesome. It's kind of Game of Thrones-y. Only in the aspect of the grandeur of the world. Final Fantasy wasn't a part of your childhood, so you don't have nostalgia factor for it. Well, 15 and 16 are new. There is a thing in 16 that's like, you know, different factions are fighting each other and stuff like that, but that's not the focus of the game at all. I think the reason I liked 16 is it completely changed the storytelling of a Final Fantasy game. Not only in the grandeur of the game and, you know, how they did. What are summons called in 15? Aeons or
No, they're
icons. Okay. So the icon equivalent in Final Fantasy 16 was so much larger than life. Like, you know, in previous Final Fantasy games, they're like, this summon or this Aeon or this icon is like the size of a city. And then you'd play the game and you'd summon them and they'd be the same size as your party members, or maybe like the size of a tank or something like that. And then you're just like, well, that's not the size of a city. And in Final Fantasy 16, they're like, this one's the size of a city, and you summon it, and in the background, over the horizon, a fucking city is coming at you. And it's like, I'm here to help, and you're like, fuck. If you played 7, the game trilogy is different, but an updated and expanded story. But yeah, the story in 16 is also different. It's definitely not a... That's Alexander? Yeah, Alexander's the city-sized one. Yeah, Alexander's one of my favorites. But the story is not like, we're heroes and we're trying to save the planet from this great evil. It's, we're heroes and we're trying to save the planet from this great evil. But then there's like 4 or 5 twists throughout the storyline, and you're just like, this is not going well. All right, see you later, man. Thanks for the once again. Thanks for the raid. If you love Final Fantasy, look up 16 when you're done with 15. Highly recommended. All right, switch the list to the shopping cart. Okay. Change the delivery method to instance. Finalize the order. Nailed it. Okay. Wow, we got off the rail there for a second with Final Fantasy talk, didn't we? Final Fantasy's so good. Yeah, dude, JRPGs are just like... Oh, I love them. You think 16 was a better complete game than 15, but 15 is better with supplemental stuff than 16 was. Well, 16 had no supplemental stuff. 16 was like, here is the game, the end. There is nothing else to do. I can lower the car again. Yeah, I picked up the battery. I need Like how I get all new screws, too. Hello? Oh, I need to install the spark plug first. You know, that helps. The car lift sound is music to your ears. I mean, that's also true. Like, Final Fantasy 16, they did not expect you to know anything going in. And they wanted the game to be, you play Final Fantasy 16 from start to finish, and the story's over. It starts at the beginning of the game, it ends at the end of the game. There's nothing else going on. Alright. We need to get out of mount mode. The pie menu, go to additional tools, and select drain tool. What are we draining? The fluid from the brake servo? What the fuck? Cap off. Glurp. Unmount. Oh, I took the cap off and it automatically put the cap back on. You like mechanic work with your big boy toys? How much of this am I putting in? Am I done? How full does this get? Not that full. Close. It's so weird that it puts cap back on for me. I think it's when the bottle like tilts down a little. That's when I can stop. Where am I going? Oh, right here. So splorchy. Start the car and make sure everything works. Okay? Only a lunatic pours like that? I know that. I get why they do it in the game, though. Oh. I have to exit the car? I was like, I tried to turn it off first, and it was just like, get out. Our status window. Our summary. Finish order. If you need further help, check the Mechanicopedia. Okay, cool. Good, hand-holding is over. Let's go. Flashlight? I like it. Alright, no. The phone. Okay, Luxor Streamliner Mark III. Recently, I noticed the Luxor is breaking worse and worse. While you're at it, please check the steering system. Probably a routine oil service. Change oil. Why does every car sound like it has a souped up sports engine? Weird ass engine sound for this car. All right. Yeah, dude. Where is my fuel? My oil filter. Excuse me. Fire, get out of the way. The whole grill goes with it. Okay. What are we looking at with this car? Brakes. Okay, that makes sense. Yo, windshield. What is the 72% is minimum? Outer tie rods. Okay. I have to take the wheels off for this, don't I? Yikes, dude. Is there a scanner? Huh. Trying to see if there's a parts scanner. Examine mode, that's probably what they call it. It's so dumb that they've got the WD-40 in there. So I have to get out, so... Examination mode. All right, look. That's pretty fucking cool. I'm definitely gonna want to upgrade it so it doesn't take forever. But I kind of like it. Oh my god, look at the engine. This is actually like really good. You used to be able to do this in the other game, but you'd have to like manually mouse over each individual part and scan each one. And now that I can go and do like, I can still scan each part like individually, some of them. Because it only allows you to do this on parts that can be visually examined. If they have to be like tested with a meter or something, they won't let you. Alright, I kind of like it. You can upgrade tools in the garage now. Tools. Oh, don't do that. How do I remove? Delete. I don't want this. Go. More information? No. Okay, so that's an oversight. You need to be able to remove these. No. Oh. Wow, dude, that should be here. You should be able to do that right here. Having to go into more information to remove the item is not good. Yeah, it should be quicker. Body repair tool. So, how do I upgrade tools? Or how do I upgrade skills? Let me ask that. Click on a toolbox. Upgrade and improve your work efficiency, unlock new bonuses, and speed up your work. Some upgrades, in addition to skill points, have extra requirements that must be met. I need to have at least one skill point and to unscrew 250 bolts. Okay, that doesn't seem unreasonable. Be surprised how fast 250 bolts will rack up. DW04. This is what I want. Brake shoes. Oh. I'm pretty sure WD-41 is probably copyrighted. Oh wait, I have to do it like this. Hold on. So look at the car and do that. And I can go... Yeah. Tablet. Engine. Show list. This is what I wanted them to do in the last version of the game that didn't like have this done correctly. It had this, but you still had to like search for each one and stuff like that. The fact that you can just click on it now and it auto finds. Oh, thank you. All right, instant delivery. Oh wait. Oh yeah, like when you get to the spring rods and shit like that, you need like 32 of those bitches. Rubber bushings. I mean, let's be fair. Rubber bushings and small rubber bushings, you should just have a stock of like 40 of them in your garage at all times. You're gonna need it. At some point in the game just turns like half of your jobs into rubber bushings. $69, nice. You have a set amount of inventory space. Well, it will force you to start selling your trash. I will say, in the older games, there, I would get to the point where at a certain part of the game, I'd open up my inventory and I'd just have like hundreds of broken parts. But to be fair, I would also I was also stockpiling my parts until I got my repair skill upgraded, and then would repair everything to 100%. Yeah, no, I saw that too. But in the early game, you do not want to spend points upgrading your inventory holding space. That's not where you want to spend your points. My impact gun sounds weak. Bro, we're just talking about spending our points on stuff. It's just a Harbor Freight impact driver. It's doing its best. I forget which brand of tools and batteries is green, but that's the one I have. I know DeWalt is yellow, Milwaukee is red, and then I forget what green is. Ryobi. Yeah, Ryobi's what I've got. What else did we need to do? Oil, brake fluid, windshield washer fluid. Okay. How's your windshield washer fluid? Power steering. Oh, this is it. I like how all engines take the same oil in this game. Very convenient. I can guarantee you it's not the kind of oil I put in my Prius. Oh. Oh wait, I needed to empty this first, didn't I? Where's the slurp? Slurpees! Okay, then we do this. Hey, job done. Goodbye. Goose. Yo, I'm level 2, let's go. Oh, it's toolbox, right? Okay, I'm dropping by with a small problem. My new sporty toy isn't doing so great. The engine misfires and sometimes won't start. Sounds like a spark plug situation. Turbo is loud and the brakes are squeaking. So that's brakes and exhaust. Hope I won't regret this purchase. Fix whatever you need to make sure it works properly. Yeah, that's why I got Ryobi stuff, is because Ryobi's cheap. And I'm not doing any, like, big stuff. I just use it for work stuff. No flake? Well, he does have a turbocharger. It's not connected to anything? Okay. Didn't you have an air intake there? Sucking in raw air. I know, right? This dude's just like slurping the air in the engine compartment. We suck on this hot air. Where the fuck is the intake? Alright, let's check suspension shit. Oh. Intake's just not there for some reason. Well, it's fair. Like, whatevs. It's fine. It's just funny when I first look at it and I'm like, what? It's gone. No estás aquí. Speaking back to oil, do you know what kind of oil my Prius recommends? Lucid could probably guess. Zero weight? It's 0W10. It's 10 weight, or it's 0 weight 10. Like the thinnest shit. Oh, God. I remember growing up and my dad being like, you don't need to put 10W40 in all your cars. You can do 10W30. 10W30 is fine. Save money. And now here I am in my car's like, I want 0W10. And I'm just like, are you just pouring like yellow water in there? What's going on? Oh wait, I don't. I keep wanting to like get up underneath and pull the. Can you do that actually? No. I want to pull the plug. Hyundai put out an advisory saying, we know we told you guys to put 30 weight in your engine, but you should put 40 weight. What are their engines made out of that they need 40 weight oil? Isn't that just like Jello? What is that? Just pouring raw crude oil in. Are you sure it's not 10W40? Or is it actually 40W40? Turbo models are blowing engine blocks. If it's 10W40 instead of 10W30, I'm like, okay. Okay. I thought you meant not 10W40, but 40W40. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Holy shit. My generator, when you get it running, calls for 40 weight oil. Well, a generator I can understand, because that's like diesel. Oh, it's 5W40. Okay, that makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. Got a fucking 4-cylinder engine calling for 40 weight oil. It's like, whoa! Whoa! Jesus. It's fucking dinosaur pain. Oh no. Oh, God. That shit's funny, dude. Generator's 2-cylinder. Well, no, I was talking about the Hyundai. Serpentine belts, idle rollers. Oh god. Wheel hub bearing. Woof. All right. So yeah, you got some problems up in here, dog. Yikes, dude. You did not drain the fluid before removing the part. What was that? The water pump? Oh, so that's the coolant. Rip. Right, well. Just finding the parts that are fucking me over. Way bar front end and gay. Okay. Definitely the other one. %. Idler roller and the drive shaft? What is the drive shaft? Oh. Duh. Okay. Idler roller. Oh, that's accessible from the engine bay. Whoops. Weird, they look fine, but they're in bad condition. Okay. Wheel hub bearings and then undiscovered parts. Okay. Well, everything else is broken up front, so let's start with the front wheel hub bearing. That was the wheel hub bearing. That looks nasty. 85%. Well, fuck me, I guess. Well, I got one of the parts. What was it? it brake pads, I guess? Yep, brake pads, okay. How was that 81%? Oh, it looks nasty.